Better. Hey, hello, my friends. Paul Apolloni here. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to show you about 5 or 6 things I've recently sold on eBay. I've been a little bit about myself. I've been selling on eBay for, feels like a lifetime, 20 years, probably more than that. Started off just doing some consignment for a friend of mine, and now I do a lot of consignment. That's kind of about 70% of my sales. The rest are just parts that I part out from dishwashers and other appliances I find for free on Craigslist and other places like that. I also run the Raleigh eBay Meetup Group. Unfortunately, in May, we are not going to have a meeting. I have been selected to go to Washington, D.C. through eBay Government Relations and eBay Main Street. I'm so excited myself, and probably about 10 other sellers have been selected throughout the country to go and really tell the congressional people just how great small businesses are and what they can do to help us out. Talk about the Shop Safe program and 1099 issues and stuff like that. Very excited about that. I'm leaving the 9th and come back on the 11th. Super excited about that. Don't forget to check out all the links down below. Most of them are affiliate links. I'm not making much off of these things, trust me. I'm not making $1 million. I do use List Perfectly. It's really a cool program. It's basically you put all your information in there and you propel it out to different platforms like eBay, Mercari. Right now I'm just doing eBay mainly, and I do sell a few things on Mercari. I need to get that going more, to be honest with you. I've been kind of busy with other things. And please, like I always forget, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Love every one of you guys and gals. Thank you. Hit that magical 1,000 mark about a month ago. No, I've been a little slack on doing videos. Sorry about that. Kind of busy with stuff. Everything's fine. Just been busy with other stuff. But so that's where we're at. What else? I do a lot of training and stuff like that. So let's get this show on the road. I don't want to occupy a whole lot of your time. That's why we are doing this. That's why I am doing this 5 or 6 items at a time. All right. So I'm going to tell you hopefully where I got it from, kind of what I made, and then stuff like that, and tips and tricks. Hopefully not spending a whole lot of time on stuff, not being very redundant. All right. Right here we got a Gunda Bear. Notice, and I even took it out of the bag. Where'd I get this from? This was a consignment deal / hey, just take this stuff. I don't care. A lot of times that happens when you're doing consignment. Consignment isn't for everyone. I like it. I like working with people. I feel no matter what you do, you're going to either spend time at the beginning of your listing, either going out and getting items at thrift stores, garage sales, in the middle of your listing, or at the end. Consignment is a lot of upfront work. You got to meet with people. You got to, wow them with your presence. And I have really good luck with consignment. I do a lot of baby boomers, a lot of people that are downsizing. Kind of got to be like a therapist when you're doing this, which I enjoy. Some people have real attachment issues to stuff and stuff like that. But here is a Gunda Bear, not a big dollar sale. I will sell anything and everything if I can make a couple bucks on it. I know many people are against that. They don't sell things for less than $20, $50, whatever you want to do is fine with me. I don't criticize anybody for what they do. To me, a buck is a buck. Listed at $19.99. Probably could have gotten more for it. I have been really in the habit of upping my listing price because I feel like it kind of it's a race to the bottom. When did I list this? I listed this a while ago. Let's see here. Yeah, 2020. It's probably been in my store for well over a year, and I found it in my inventory, which is good. But I didn't even take it out of the bag. I wanted to sell it as it was, brand new, never touched, non-smoking inventory. All my pictures are done on my phone, Samsung Galaxy 22, I think. And what I do is I find a sell similar on eBay on my phone through the app. I save it, take my pictures, upload my pictures of that listing. Rarely do I ever do anything more on my phone after that. Then I go to my Chromebook and I I do the rest of the listing there because I got a bigger screen and I get more options and stuff like that. I know many people that run their whole business over their phone. That's really cool. I wish I could do that. They even print their labels, but I just don't really want to do that. So my title is search friendly, both eBay and Google friendly. Don't forget, eBay uploads all their listings every 24 hours to Google Shopping. So you have two places to be searched for on eBay. When you search for stuff on Google, you'll notice eBay listings coming up, and that is why. What else? Item specifics are very, very important, like I've stressed every time in every one of my videos. Take the time to do these. How long does it take me to do a listing? It all depends. Something like this, probably 5-10 minutes. Other listings, a lot longer if I'm asking a lot more money for them, because I want to be real specific and do a lot of research on Google and on eBay. Don't forget, eBay has a lot of great free tools now, TerraPeak. There's also other tools, paid tools like WorthPoint, which is phenomenal if you're doing antiques and collectibles. But specifics are very, very important. Only fill out the ones that pertain to your item. Like if this has sleeve length or collar, whatever, something referring to clothing would pop up, I would leave it blank. I wouldn't put NA, N-/A, none, no, nothing, leave it blank. Where these come into play is when you are searching for things on eBay on the left-hand side of the screen, you're going to put all your selections in, and that's where it is pulling it off of. I try and fill out as many as I can. How did I get the UPC? I think the UPC was actually on the item. Yes, there it is, right there. So I got it there. Normally, I would do a Google search, on the item and space UPC, and I usually find it that way. My condition description is I even have it as used. Weird. It's not used. It's new, never been opened. But whatever, I put it used, that's fine. Don't know why I did that. Whenever I'm selling anything but new, you have access to condition description. So I always use that because that's the first thing that people see in the listing. Like, for example, right there, that's what they see. Gosh, excuse me. Got a frog in my throat also. Every time I do these videos, I got a frog in my throat. My item description is very brief, in bag, never open. Same, I just copy and paste the condition description. My shipping is same thing. This is what they call global shipping, also known as GSP, also known as international shipping now. They're moving everything over to a global shipping type platform. It used to be I only ship things via global shipping to Kentucky. Now I'm shipping things to Illinois and other places locally. When you ship something internationally using this program, which I think they're all international shipping is going this way via eBay, unless if you do it on your own. I hear people tell me buyers pay too much tax when you're doing this style of shipping. I don't know about that. I have no idea. I like it. It's simple. It's quick. Once you ship it out and eBay gets it, you'll get an email saying, hey, we got your item. And if you've packed it properly and your proper item your correct item is in the box or the bag, they will open it up to check and make sure everything's in there. And then you are free and clear once they say they have it. Free and clear meaning if it's lost, stolen, or damaged, you get refunded and the buyer gets refunded. That is what's so nice. I've rarely had any problems with anything I've sold through global shipping, even with buyers. I have, knock on wood, I'm outside, I can knock on wood because my dog's inside. I have never had a problem using global shipping at all. Standard, I picked first class because this is going to be way under first class weight. Remember, when you're using first class, if you take that package to the post office and say, here, ready to go first class, they only go up to 13 ounces. If you use eBay shipping within eBay, that same first class package goes up to 16 ounces, which is really cool. I normally do economy shipping. Now, economy shipping's got its pros and cons. The pro is I can use any one of eBay's shipping options, post office, FedEx, UPS, and any one of the flavors within each one of those carriers with economy shipping. It will state that they won't get the item for 9 to 10 days. 95% of the time, I'm shipping my stuff priority mail, first class, ground UPS, ground FedEx. So they're getting it pretty darn quick. I just shipped a bunch of Chromebook chargers to Spokane, Washington. Shipped it out Tuesday, and they needed it by Friday. They got it yesterday, and that went in a padded flat rate envelope, and that was set as economy shipping. So things get out pretty quick. What else? I do have 1-day shipping. eBay loves 1-day shipping. It will bump you up in searches. What did I make on this? Like I said, it was kind of a gimme type kind of consignment thing. Like, here's a bunch of stuff I want you to sign, and here's a box. I don't know what to do. Take it to the thrift store, do what you want with it. So this is all mine. So I probably made about maybe $17 on this, maybe $17.50. All right, let's go to the next one. And I sell anything and everything as you can quite see, from a Gunda bear to a dishwasher piece. Let me tell you a story about this. Tell everybody what you do. I've done 2 or 3 videos on this. I don't care who they are. Tell everybody what you do. Don't be a pain in the neck. Tell them, hey, I'm a reseller. I sell used stuff. I sell new stuff. I do retail arbitrage, which is where you go into a store, big box store, buy things and resell them online. I sell antiques. I do consignment. Tell everybody what you're doing because it's amazing. The word will get out, especially when you're doing consignment. You'll have a garage full of stuff before you know, so be careful doing that. Telling everybody what you're doing consignment. But I tell everybody what I do, and it turns out a gentleman in my meetup group, his son does appliance repair, and we've been trying to hook up for months, and I got a whole van load full of new old stock appliance parts for $250. So I did a video on, I did do a video on that about a month and a half ago. And within 2 weeks, I paid for, I already made enough profit, $250 plus $100, and that was about 3 weeks ago. I've probably made $500 off of all this stuff. There's money in parts. There really is money in parts. When you're doing parts, just make sure you take the time. I have a course out on Teachable. If you want to buy that, I think it's $99, but I'll throw you a deal if you want. Just send me a message. It goes through. It's older now, but it's the same process. Just follow the process. It goes through everything, what parts to take out of a dishwasher, what not to take out of a dishwasher, step by step on how to take the parts out, stuff like that. Then I go in where I look up parts on eBay. I look up parts on some parts sites. I show you what part numbers to use, what part numbers not to use. Just this is where you're going to take your time doing your listings when you're doing parts, because it's very important to put all the part numbers. Like this has only had one part number. If this had more than one part number, I would copy and paste every one individually in the MPN, not as a big string with commas, because sometimes eBay doesn't find that, doesn't show up on the searches. So I did very well on this. Again, this is not a consignment deal. Here's economy shipping. This went out probably UPS. I think I put some bubble wrap around it and rolled it in a tube, or I shipped it in a tube that I had up in the attic. I forget. So it cost me hardly nothing for shipping supplies. I get most of my stuff for free from furniture store dumpsters, and people give me bubble wrap. There are pros and cons to getting free stuff. Free means you get a big ball of bubble wrap and you got to take it all apart. Or you get boxes that don't have sizes on them. Sometimes it's better off just going out and paying for stuff. Then you have bubble wrap that's broken up into 12 or 18-inch sheets, and you can buy boxes where you know the sizes and you can organize them. So pros and cons to each of them. I did very well on this. I'm sure I made money on shipping. What do I do if I make money on shipping? Do I refund the buyer for the difference? No. What if the buyer says, oh, that's pretty high. Can you refund me? I try to avoid that question. If they really are harassing me, I'll give them a couple bucks back. But it takes my time, my energy, my time. I'm not paying for most of my shipping supplies. And we have no problem paying for shipping and handling when we order things on other platforms and on TV. I did really well with this. I probably made about $74 on this. Remember, this is from the $250 pile I got. And it's just, I'm very excited on how much money I've made. I don't know if there's any more parts on here. This was a charger I bought. I got a free Black & Decker electrical lawnmower from somebody on Craigslist. I saw it and went and grabbed it. I knew immediately he had 3 chargers, and I knew immediately I could get good money for the chargers. It's near my part-time job I got, so I ran after that and got him. I sold the one charger didn't work, so I just threw it away and even messed with trying to sell it. I sold 2 of these chargers. I think that was the last one I sold for $30.99, $30.88. and $9.99 shipping. I shipped it out with a padded flat rate envelope, which was about $8.30, I think it is. So I made a little bit of money on shipping. But these old chargers sell. Did it work? Yes, it does. And there's a dog barking in the background. That's the price of doing this outside, but it's such a beautiful day. Did it work? Yes, it did. I used a multimeter and tested it, and it was getting voltage on the end. When I sell these, I always do a close-up of any kind of writing, and I normally do a close-up of the plug end, but I didn't, but I guess that's good enough there. So that was good. Again, free item. Sold 2 of these, and I sold the little red key thing on the last video, I think it was, that red thing. And I sold 2. That's later on. The 2 bags he gave me, and I lost money on those 2 bags. But hey, that happens. Shipping was a fortune. They were going out the West Coast. And again, that's the problem when you do your flat rate shipping cost. But it's okay. It all comes out in the wash. I make money. I lose money on shipping. I'm okay with it. But so I did pretty good. I probably made about $29, $28 on that times 2. This phone I got at a Hamfest. I'm amateur radio operator, N3 GCA, not very active. And I go to these Hamfests. My sole purpose is, hey, to see some old friends I haven't seen in a while. I'm not very active and have fun. But I'm also looking for items to sell on eBay. I don't wear any eBay garb, no hat, no shirt. I used to do that, but I stopped doing that because people were onto what I was doing. Some people don't care. They would give me things. Here, take this, sell this, it's fine. But I saw this phone, and I kind of knew the guy, and I knew he was straight with me. It was his own personal phone. Spent a little time trying to clear it out. Did the best I could with clearing out everything. I bought it for $5 or $10, and I sold it. I got an offer for $70 for this phone. So I did really well, minus the $10. I probably made about $55 on this phone. I've sold phones before. You got to be careful with selling phones. I know back in the day, a lot of people made tons of money selling phones. Just be really honest with the people that you're dealing with, your buyers, so they ask questions. I pulled the card out to make sure that they were showing there's no card. All the pictures are of the phone, even came with the box and a case and a charger and everything. I took all pictures of the screen showing it was locked for was it T-Mobile or something? Yep, pictures of that. Back. Oh, anything with numbers on it, I take a picture of when I'm selling any kind of appliance or electronics. So I did all actually, this may have been a self-similar I used. So these things got pulled in on their own, which is always good. But always check to make sure that these are correct when you're doing a self-similar. And also when you're doing a self-similar, always make sure that, where's it at? That your quantity is the quantity you're selling. Most of the time it comes across as a single item. Sometimes it does not. You have that person selling 5 of these. Sometimes it comes across as 5, so be careful of that. eBay gets very cranky when you don't have an item that you sold. So did pretty good on that. Again, that was a item I paid for $10. Probably made about $50 on that. Took about a month to sell. Another dishwasher part. Again, no, it's the refrigerator part. Again, this is the first one or the second one I sold of these. This went into a tube. I didn't have the caps for the tube, so I just folded up some cardboard, shoved it in each end of the tube, and taped the living heck out of it. Kind of not really secure, but that's about the only way I could figure out how to do that. I've done it before a million times and never had a problem with it. Again, this was the one of the parts I got for $250 about 2 months ago. So at this point, this is all pure profit in my pocket. Shipping was less than $17.99. It went out FedEx or UPS, something long. Usually does not go out. Post office is too expensive. Long and heavy usually does not go out post office. I'm finding UPS to be much cheaper than FedEx most of the time for long hauls, like on the West Coast. East Coast, FedEx is kind of beating them out. But I did pretty good on that. Probably made about $42 on that more because the shipping was less. And the last item, like I said, I'm trying to make these things fast. Okay, sometimes when you're doing consignment, you lose contact with people. Just happens. They unfortunately pass on. A lot of times, I don't lose contact with some people. Some people call me up and say, you know what? I've made enough money. I just want to move on. Just keep everything else, sell it, give it away, throw it away, whatever. This guy kind of just dropped off the face of the earth. Yes, I did try and contact him. I've had these items for a couple of years now. Haven't really listed most of the stuff, but listed a good bit of it. So this is all profit in my books, to be honest with you. Did I test this out? Nope. Do I have it in here? Please make sure item fits your vehicle. Nope. I don't even have anything. I probably shouldn't have sold this as used. Probably should have sold this parts not working, because I don't know if it works or not. But he bought it about a month ago and must be happy with it, because I haven't heard anything back from him. These do sell well. Certain models do sell really, really well. These are found either on the firewall of the vehicle, on the wheel well of the vehicle. Don't think they're under the dash, but they're under the hood somewhere, and it's like a ECM? Yeah, ECM module. I sold a ton of these when I was doing consignment for a body shop once. Body shops and car dealerships are great ways to get into consignment. You just got to work with them, and they can be a little tough. They're cheapskates, and they want to make them as most money as they can off everything, so you got to work with that. But so I did pretty good on this. Even if I did consignment, it's a 50-50 split. So I did really good. Took probably about 3 weeks to sell this, maybe a month. But I did good. Like, how did I ship this? I shipped this in a box, and I think it went post office. So it wasn't that heavy, probably about a pound or two. Well, that is about it, my friends. Boy, that was fast. I'm glad. Like I said, I don't want to occupy a lot of your time. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and keep your eye out for more videos. I do a lot of eBay videos. I've been doing some Chromebook videos because I got a kind of a side gig where I'm repairing Chromebooks, which is a lot of fun. I enjoy doing that. I love working on things. It's just a great combination for me. I love Chromebooks, and I can fix Chromebooks. And I do that, and I do other DIY stuff to keep you guys saving money. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You have a great day. Beautiful day out here today.